You know what? I'm gonna be real like cutthroat about it, and this is like one of them games where that can even he can either emerge to be that guy again.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like this could be a wake up game for him. This can be like, okay, enough is enough. Take care of the ball, make the right throws. I'm a scramble when need. Like let's get the
Mm-hmm.
run game going. Like man, take control. This can be one of them games where he can take control and actually make things happen.
Welcome to another session with Dem Dennis Boyz. You got your boy B.
Devo.
Here to come talk about this matchup between the Cowboys at the Atlanta Falcons this week. It's gonna be a tough one, man. Debo, how you think your thing gonna go for him?
Um, I don't know, y'all. I'm so demoralized from last week. Uh,
True.
I'm just gonna go in there with an open mind. I hoping we see something different. So it's just it is what it is at this point. But I'm just hoping that I know we got to get everybody healthy. I try to remain with a positive mindset to see where things may go. I mean, things can flip around. It could, but you just got to remain
That's
hopeful, man.
true.
I mean, part of being a
Let's
fan.
run through these injury report real quick. We had Brandon Audrey with a full practice. We expect him to be there. He's only still dealing with the jury duty thing. Uh, Even though Deron Bland has been activated and whatnot, he still has an out status for this week. Carlson, he has been a full practice, but his status is still unknown. He's been practicing for 2 weeks now, so I don't know why he hadn't still had active official active. Trevon Diggs been dealing with the calf injury that Jerry Jones has disclosed. He has the a tear, I guess. I'm guessing it's not too bad. Since he's still in the mix.
Yeah, he playing with
Joseph's
fire with
been.
that.
I know it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't play with that too much. He get worse, and he be gone for the year.
right.
We got Joseph with a limited practice. He's questionable. Kendrick was limited practice on Friday. He's questionable. Zach Martin as well. But I anticipate all three of them playing, man. We need all hands on deck from them for sure defensively. Michael Parsons, man, still a question mark. Real mysterious and real quiet about his injury. Haven't been hearing a lot about it. So, I know those high ankle sprains can be very tricky. I've had one, and they can be bad. So, but the fact that, we haven't had really good updates on him, man. That's kind of alarming.
I mean, I've heard Jerry Jones say too on the radio show. He was saying that he was very close. But of course, we heard that again last week. But I guess he could still. There's a possibility he still could play. But if he's not ready to go, man, just let him sit out because we already nicked up. So it ain't gonna make it no better.
Facts. Yeah, and other guys need to get them valuable reps too, man. So.
Right.
Yeah, Jordan Phillips been practicing for 2 weeks, and he still got an out status. I don't know what's up with that. We got Nick Vigil. He didn't practice, so he's questionable for the game. For the Falcons, you got Torrey Anderson. He's questionable. Let's see who else is notable for them. Judon, he has been out. He's limited in practice on Wednesday and didn't practice on Thursday or Friday, so he's kind of a question mark. Chris Lindstrom is questionable, but he had a full practice on Friday, so I'm sure he's going to play. Justin Simmons was limited on Friday. I'm sure they're just resting him. He don't need no reps. But that's the most notable people on their side. For the most part, man, we still got the same people on deck for the last few weeks anyway, so.
All right.
It's gonna come down to execution. It's gonna be more coaching than anything, especially on the road. Dak gonna have to really come with it because if he don't, it's gonna be ugly. Their defense is A1. They solid up front and they really great in the back. They probably got the best safety combination in the league, hands down.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, I
it's
just
gonna be
hope.
tit for tat.
I just hope, of course, we live in Atlanta. We're from Atlanta. Just hoping some way, somehow we can win this
Mm,
game so I can
mm,
talk. Because I mean, I'm cool with losing them other games, but it's just certain games like the Falcons, the Steelers, the Giants. Like
mm-hmm.
I gotta have them wins. You
Easy.
know what I mean?
Fact.
It's just I gotta have those. So it's like that's just one of them kind of games. Like, man, please find a way for us to win this one. So.
That's real, bro. I mean, it's gonna come down to stopping that run, so they can't
Mhm.
set up for that play action, man. Because they got
True.
two dynamic backs. Because I wouldn't mind having Algier. Algier could be our number one today.
Today. Yep.
Um, and they like to go to Drake London on the first downs, man. Like it's
True.
gonna be a tough task for them.
Red zone
And
too.
then, yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Mooney has been emerging, man, the last few weeks. Like he slick been like they number one. But
Mhm.
they deep at receiver for real.
They
They
are
got
very
weapons
deep.
on weapons. Kyle
Yep.
Pitts, they've been using him throughout the year, man. So our defense got a tough task, and the only way we're gonna succeed if we get to Kirk Cousins early and often, and we haven't been able to do that to no quarterback lately.
Mhm.
But uh, Zimmer gonna have to goddamn bring the pressure again, bro. We're gonna have to bring
Mhm.
constant pressure, knowing that. Kirk Cousin can't, be mobile like that. He can't move around. He's a year removed from that Achilles, and he wasn't mobile before that. So that should be at our advantage. But the D line and linebackers got to get home more often than not.
I just hope, man. I just hope our old quarterback just resurface, man. I hope rookie year, but post the Dak's injury, pre Dak's injury shows up in this
Mm,
game, and something clicks in his brain just to get back to doing what he do, go carefree. You ain't got nothing. I mean, you don't really have nothing to lose, man. If you lose, at least you did what you needed to do to go out there to win. You know what I'm saying? You tried to win. You put it out on the line. But that's just my only issue with him. Like if he don't put his forth the effort in terms of like just scrambling and just extending drives, man. Do what you got to do, man. Don't force it to nobody. Like just go out there and do what you need to do for us to win the game. Now let's talk about the Zeke inactive because that's what I was leading into with this whole little
yeah.
rant. So I think that's the best for the team. So I think we headed in the right direction with that. Zeke
Mm,
hasn't really shown us anything, even with the limited carries that we've been giving the running backs anyway. But I think him sitting down is I'm very cool with that, even though it's a disciplinary action or whatever he got going on, whatever meeting he missed
mm-hmm.
or whatever the
uh,
situation is. So
yeah.
I'm cool with that. So now we get to see Dalvin Cook this week. We get to see Rico
Mm.
back, and we get to see Deuce. Deuce is suiting up also. So I'm liking that. That's a good direction. So that's a good
I'm
start.
looking forward to that as well, man. I want to see what them two do, in the backfield full time together, man. Deuce, man, I don't think he's got enough touches, man, to really show what he can actually do, man. We really haven't tapped into his potential at all. Like we can see it how he moves, man. He's a dynamic, quick, in the phone booth type guy, man. I'd rather like to
Right.
see him get going, man. He kind of remind me of a young Rico Dowdle. Dowdle used to have that,
True.
struggle when trying to find that hole and hitting it and going. If Deuce
Right.
can find that time and get to it, and also the line does play a part. He only gets sparingly,
Can do.
carries and touches here and there anyway. So you got to factor that in as well. But if we can establish that run with them two early on, that really will give us a chance against it for real and
And
keep Kirk Cousins off the field.
it come down to coaching too. I think they might need to simplify the schemes with with the blocking. It's just let's try to get back to the basics with it. Like man, like don't try to do nothing extra. Let's just see what these running backs can do. Let's worry
Play
about the
to our
first level
strengths.
first. Right. Like don't
Yeah,
even worry
yeah,
about the second level. Let's see if we can block the guys up front first and then let's get creative. I think
true.
that's where we're missing. Like I think they just jump a step and I think we need to travel back first to get where we need to be.
We smash mouth football. Let's just fire
Right.
off the ball,
Right.
get as many yards we can, and keep pounding them and gassing them, and then set up for the play action. This will benefit Dak
Mhm.
in the long run, for real, for real. We
Exactly.
have to force the run game to get Dak in a comfortable situation. Dak is struggling mentally and with his decision making, and it's clear. We have to get that run game going in order for him to be successful consistently.
Right.
He has to get comfortable on. We can establish that run game early on, keep it balanced. Things will be a lot more better for us if we do that.
True. And once they get that, man, they'll know that things will probably take off for us, man. They just let the run game some kind. I would rather go 3-and-out. I would rather go 3-and-out, us trying to run the ball versus us tossing the ball up in the air and turning the ball over. And now we working with a short field to try to stop them. Like, you can't expect your defense to stop them, and we already nicked up and hurt. Like, it's just not going to happen. So I
Yeah,
would
it's
rather
real.
us try to force this run game and try to get it right. Like, let's just work on something and stick to it.
Mm-hmm. That's real, man. We got to get something going for real, for real. We got to establish some type of identity, man, going down this stretch here, man. We're in the back end of the schedule, and the schedule's gonna be tough. It is what it is. But we got to come out and get some tough wins, man, until we get some key bodies back. Because
Right.
we keep going down this road, man. We'll be in tank territory.
Yeah.
That gap's gonna get too far, ahead. Especially with Washington constantly winning, Eagles picking up steam, and we haven't faced neither one of them yet. So we got to get something going before we get in there. If we don't, then we ain't got nothing to hang our hat on.
True. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
with that being said,
So,
how do you feel about the upcoming matchup?
my prediction for the game, whew, it's really a tough one, man. Based on the time of things, we should be desperate, but I don't know if we have that button in us to be pressed. A lot of this is going to ride on Dak, unfortunately, based on the options we have in hand, and Zimmer. Those are the two biggest individuals in this game. If Dak come to play, man, we could get a road win. Falcons been inconsistent, but when they
Yeah.
own, they own.
All right.
And they do give you opportunities as well. The defense is solid, but I think we could win this game like a 23-17 game. It's going to be a back and forth chess match type game. I'm hoping our defense has some flashes and make some plays here and there, man. But it's going to be tough with them key guys out, man, especially if Trevon. I don't know if he's going to still play through that injury or not. We don't know. But if he can, that would be great, especially if Bland is out for sure. But being down Diggs and Bland, and we don't know Carlson as well, that could be ugly, especially with
All right.
the firepower they got on the outside. So I think actually I'm gonna flip that. Falcons gonna win 23-17. Now I go down that list and run through my head. I'm like, man, hell. We don't know if Trayvon gonna play or not. It's too many unknowns, man. And based
It
on
is.
the things that we
Yeah, it
do know at
is.
this point, and being that he's hobbled, I'm gonna say Falcons gonna win 23-17.
I mean, you know what? I'm gonna be real like cutthroat about it, and this is like one of them games where that can even he can either emerge to be that guy again.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like this could be a wake up game for him. This can be like, okay, enough is enough. Take care of the ball, make the right throws. I'm a scramble when need. Like let's get the run game going. Like, man, take control. This can be one of them games where he can take control and actually make things happen. So with that being said, if he does that, and I feel like the run game is probably going to get going this game just for some odd reason, because I just feel like we got the three right backs actually back there that we've been talking about that should have been back there from the jump.
True.
I feel like we probably could win the game 24-20. Now, however, on the flip side of that, if we don't do none of that and we just go out there and stank it up like we've been doing, then we're gonna get our butts kicked, probably get beat 30-17 or 14 or something like that. So we'll
Hey.
see.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I just hope don't give up no 6 sacks to one goddamn person like they did last time we was
Yeah,
there.
that was ridiculous.
That was ugly. But
That was.
I don't know, bro. Just gotta hope for the best, man. Every week's gonna be a new adventure, man. We don't know what to expect. We don't know who's gonna be available. We ain't gonna know how they gonna perform. But we just gotta hope for the best, man, and hope these Cowboys can turn over a new leaf and get this thing going, man, heading down the stretch. But we'll see, man. Y'all
We'll
keep them in
see.
y'all prayers. Y'all keep liking, subscribing, and commenting, man. But until next time, we'll holler at you.
We out.